Soduki PlayBoard. The Soduki PlayBoard is a game played very much like Sudoku. The only difference is Soduki is played on the computer, with the computer, or against the computer. So before I get started, I'm going to go over the rules of Soduki, which are just like the rules for Sudoku. Soduki is a 9x9 grid made up of 9 squares along each side. Soduki is like one big matrix made up of 9 subsets of matrices. Here's a matrix of 9 sets. I'm going to call these squares or boxes, and each one of these matrices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, each one of them should have numbers 1 through 9 in them. The number that's missing is a number that you put there. If we take this grid, for instance, the number that's missing in this grid is 4. But where does the 4 go? It can go here, here, or here. So we have numbers 1, we're missing 2, there's 3, number 4 is missing, 5, 6, 7, and the number 8 is missing. Now the number 4 cannot go here because there's already a 4 in this row. The number 4 cannot go here because there's already a 4 in that row. The number 4 can only go here. So we're going to place that 4 there, and the way we get that 4 there is we click this box and we click the number 4. If we're not too sure, we can use one of these other colors over here. So we'll click this box and put the number 4 there. Now the next number that was missing was the number 2. The number of 2 can either go here or here. So where does the number 2 go? Well, it can't go here because there's already a 2 in that column. So the number 2 will have to go there. The other number that was missing was the number 8. The number 8 can only go here. There's already an 8 in this column, and there's already an 8 in this column. So it has to go there. So we're going to click this box and click the number 8, or we can choose another color if we're not sure. There. And now we can put the number 2 here. We'll click this box and we'll click the number 2. So now this 3x3 matrix right here includes numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That grid is complete. Now in this game, this is a static game of Soduki, and it's played a lot like Sudoku. So the timer's not moving and there's no score given. You don't have a final score. So we're going to continue this game for just a moment here. Now if you want to change the colors back to the normal colors, you can simply click the space here. If you don't like a number, you can click the number and then click delete. So let's say we want to remove a particular number. Suppose we don't like the number 4. We want to get rid of the number 4. So we will click this spot and the delete button, and that will delete the number. And you can always put the number back. Now, what we did here was we clicked on Reset Grid Colors. What this does is it puts the original Soduki PlayBoard numbers and colors on the board for you. These are the standard colors, blue and yellow. Now if you want to put your own Soduki numbers here, or numbers that you have from a Sudoku game, you would click the reset grid colors if the grid is blank, or just start a new game. Just X out the game here with the little red box there. Start a whole new game. That will clear the board, the Soduki PlayBoard, as so. And these are the numbers you can use as original Soduki numbers. So you can put your own numbers in this board. You would click the box here and click the box there to put the numbers on the board, as so. If you ever decide you want to just stop a game and then come back to the game later, you would X out as normal right here. And when you start the game again, you'll have a clear Soduki PlayBoard, and you will click on Recall Last Game, and that will bring your original numbers up. And you can continue playing the game. That's a static game, not a game that's been moving along with the timer. So now let's blank the board again. We do that by closing the game and reopening the software. Okay, now I'm going to talk about playing the game, the Soduki PlayBoard. I'm going to let the video go on and just play through as I talk about various points about this PlayBoard. As you already know, if you want to play a new game, you click New Game. Anytime you're going from an old game to a new game, always click Reset Grid Colors. And if you're not too sure, just X out the whole program by clicking the little red spot here. When you start the program, you just click New Game. The instructions are here. You can recall your last game. You can delete. There are at least 10 different games of Soduki that you can play. If you want to play without the timer and relax, you just click Stop Timer. There are 20 different levels. Your level is right here. This is the game number, and this is called the batch number. These are the numbers you would use when you're sure, and these are the numbers you use when you're not sure of what numbers go into the grid. When you're done playing a game, or you just simply want to stop the game and find out what your score is, you would press Solution here, and you can get your solution. You can also play against the computer. When you're playing against the computer would usually put numbers in white boxes here. When the computer does that, you lose boxes and you lose points. You lose a quarter of a box for every box the computer fills in. And this is what the solution would look like. You can just compare the solution to the numbers you have here. The red ones are the ones that you missed or did not answer. When you're done with that, you can click the winners and losers list here, and you can add your name to the Hall of Shame here, and you can see everyone that's played. And by clicking this button, you can add your name. You click this button here, the red one, and you can see a comparison of everyone at their level and the game they played. There's regular Soduki, which is one we've talked about most of all. There's Speed Player, Speed Plus, Wild Card, and Wild Speed. There's also a letter board and a number board. So now I'm going to take a break, and in part 2 of these videos I'm going to move a bit slower and show you how to play the Soduki PlayBoard.